Welcome to MacroCode. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. So today we are going to continue with our employee smart app that is on .NET MAUI. So for those who are following these episodes and you want to see how this is going to turn up, so consider subscribing, like the video, and even if in case you need the source code, you can claim the source code down below. So you can see this is our login screen. So this is how our login screen looks like. You put in the username here, then you also put in the password. So for the password, actually we can add, so here we can actually, so here we can do something. So I want us to add some features. So if you come to our login page, so this is how our login page looks like. So I'll just take you to the login page. So you can see here, we have this particular XAML file. So we have our login screen. So here, I think we can remove this. Just do away with that. Then we have this. Then we have our username and password. So then for this one, you can remove these particular options. Let's just do away with these options. Then also this one. So I also remove these particular ones. So the label is okay. That's fine. So if we do that, then I want us to add some things. So if we go to our login.xaml.cs file, this is how our file looks like. And if you go to the login, so we have a view model. So this is how our view model looks like. We have the login page, then we have the username, password, and you also have this particular validator. Then we should be able to, so in case you click on the login page, so if I just do here, and if it's, let's just put in some characters, then I put in some password. Then if I click login, so that should be here. So let's just see. If I click login, so you see, we need to confirm that. So I think there is an issue with our, there's an issue here. So we need to have on the login page, let's just confirm this is fine. So then, so we have our relay command here. So I want us to check something. So do you have our login view model? So we need to have the login view model here and the login page. So if we come back to this particular part, we need to have our view model. So let's just do away with this. Then if we just, so you're actually binding. So this is how our page looks like. So we have our login page validator. So let's just launch and see how this looks like. So I want us, whenever you click the login button, you should take us to the, you should actually hit this particular breakpoint. So if we go back to our login page, put in some password, if we click that, you can see we now have this. So then we should be able to have the activity indicator, have our validator here, and actually check whether it's valid. And then we now have this. So this is what we should send to the API. So we are going to use now our, we should actually define this so that you're able to see that. But before we connect this to the API, I want us to redirect this to the dashboard before we do that. So let's just redirect that to the dashboard. So if we come to our, so we are going to create a new page. So let's just stop the app. We're going to create a new page here. Sorry, going to create a new, let's just, I want us to add a new file, new item, show all the templates. So here we want to add the .NET MAUI, then .NET MAUI content page. Then I'm going to call this home page. So this is the page that we are going to redirect on login. So I can say welcome to employee smart app home page. So let me zoom in so that you're able to see. So that is our employee smart app. But once you add this page, remember to add this to our MAUI program.cs. So we are going to add this here. Then once you have this here, then we should also have so under app shell, we should redirect this to the home page. So remember we had actually, I think, do we need, so I want us to use the main page. So I'm going to have this on the home page. So I'll have this here. So then we can borrow this. So can borrow from what you have here. So you also need the helpers. So we've added this. So if you want to see how we added all these features, consider watching some of our previous videos, and you should be able to do that. So we need to add it at the top of this namespace. So then we have that. So here we need to say here login page. So under the app.start, that's okay. Main page is okay. My program.image, that's fine. Then this is okay. Then we need to add the dashboard. So we need to add the dashboard. So I'll be adding the home page. So let's just do here home page view model. So that is our view model for the home page. Then this will just do here partial public. Can do here public partial class. Then you can have our constructor. Just do CTO. So that's fine. So once we have that, then we need to ensure that also for our home page, we need to bind it. So how do you do that? So we can do the same thing here we've done on the login screen. So we can have our, so we need to borrow our view models. So here you'll be having home page view model. Then instead of doing this, we should do this. So we should do this. So here should actually do this. So we should do, I think we can do this. Then you can have this as our home page. So we can initiate this. Then we have this push. So this is our home page. So after doing that, I want us to, instead of validating our login screen, which we'll be doing later, I want us to go to our login button. Then instead of doing this, I want us now to, we should actually pass this to our login endpoint. So, but for now, I want us to navigate to the login, that is to the dashboard. So here, I want us to do await. So I want us to navigate to the home page just directly. So I'll just do shell. Then I say here current, then dot. Then go to async. Then you can have our home page. So we are going to have our home page here. So if we click on login, it takes us directly to the home page. So if we relaunch our app and then you just click on login, it should take us here. So we are going to also link this to our, let's see, there's something wrong here. So this should be views here. So that's okay. So you can have this as the employees app. So if we relaunch this, then it should take us to the home page. And the home page, that is now where we are going to have our dashboard, and you're also going to have some graphs and also some statistics about the logged in user. So if you're new to this channel and want to see how this is going to turn up, remember to subscribe, like the video, comment down below as we start this new series and also do something interesting with the employees app. So let's see how our app looks like. So there we go, our app has launched. So let's just try. So if we provide some characters here, we click OK. So there we have. If we just go to our, then let's just jump there. There we go, and you can see we have the values that we've just provided and also the password. So let's see if it will take us to the home page. So you can see it has taken us to the home page, and from here you can see you can navigate from the home, employees, and even a login page. So this is our home page. So let's just do some styling. So for the home page, as you see, you can always see the changes that you are doing on this other side. So let's increase the font so that you're able to see. So that's too much. Let's do 100. So that's okay. So here you can say these are our employees smart app. So these are our employees smart app, and this is our main dashboard. So I want us to design the dashboard for our app, so that whenever we are going to log in, we should be able to see various details about the logged in user and even some of the things. So the first thing, let's just do here, I want us to have, we can even have a logo. Let's just have a logo here. So let's do image, then with request, can do here to 80, height request, can do to 50, then you can say source. So this is the source of the image. So which image do we use? Let's do the logo. So if we close this, then our image should be there. So let's just do here 200, we see, then here 200. So that is our logo, and you can see this is how our logo looks like. So for the height, can we do 100? Then this one we do 300, or even 500. 500, 200. Let's do 200. So that's our logo. I'm going to do here 200. So here, yeah, that's too much. So let's just do 200. So that's our logo. So since we have that logo, I want us to design some items on our page, so that we are going to use it for. So here, I want us to have something. So I want us here, you can actually have a scroll view. Then, so inside that, then we are going to have a grid. So then we can have our background color, let's say beige. Then if we close this, then we are going to have some grid dot row definitions. So for now, let's just do, you can do a row definition, then you can have height, you can do auto. So then you can close that. So because we have this, we need to have, so we can start with the, inside this particular grid, we can have a vertical layout, then we can close that. Then for this vertical layout, you can have it as the first row. So you can do a grid dot row, then you can do here 1. Then you can do padding, you can do here 2. Then for this particular section, then we can add some labels. So let's add a label inside here. So you can say label, then you can say here font attributes, this is bold. Then down here, I want us to do this. Then down here you can say font size 18. Then you can do padding, let's do 3. Then you can have text. So let's just put the text. So you can say here logged in user. So then we can have these as we can have the vertical text alignment. You can do start. Then we can close this particular label. So you can see this is what we've done. So, but you can also add now the logged in username. So you can do here label. Then you can say here, let's do here font size. Font size, you can do the same. We did 18, so we can also do the padding, can do 3. Then we can also have the text. So this is now the user. So you can say this is macro code. So this is the user. So this is macro code. Then here you can also have the font attributes. You can do this is bold. Then we can do text alignment. So our text alignment, text alignment. So this should be vertical. Let's just do vertical text alignment. You can also do, so the vertical text alignment, we can do start. Then here we can do this. You can just say that. So this is the logged in user, and we have the name here, but you can also have the name at the other side. So we'll be able to alter that. So then the next thing we can do is this is our dashboard. So the next thing we can actually do graphs. So I want us to use the graphs that we have for Syncfusion. So you can do Syncfusion graphs. So we have some components for .NET MAUI. So we'll just do .NET MAUI. So if you do that, you'll get to have some interesting components for .NET MAUI, which we can actually use it. So you see we have this cool free, so these are actually free. So let me see. We have some free graphs that you can utilize them. So we have something called .NET MAUI Toolkit. So .NET MAUI Toolkit. So this is the comprehensive, this is the toolkit. So let's just look at it. So on this toolkit, I want us to use some features. So for example, we can have so let's just look for one. So we can have the circular charts, and this is how the charts looks like. So let's do overview. We can do pie chart. So you can do pie chart. So this is how the charts looks like. So we can actually use some of these charts. So to do that, we can see the get started section, and it will guide us on how we are going to implement this. But now I want us to have something. We need to install this .NET MAUI toolkit, which I think we had added on our previous video. So let's just confirm. So if we go to NuGets, you should see we have Syncfusion .NET MAUI toolkit. And if we go to MAUI-program.cs, we have this here, configure Syncfusion toolkit. So, and that is what has been recommended here. Then after that, we'll need to initialize this particular Syncfusion MAUI toolkit charts. So if you just can copy that, and if you come to our home page, we can add that here. So you see we have that. Then we can now have a model. So let's say for our graph, we'll be displaying results. So let's create a model for the employees, we'll be displaying, let's say, leave types. So we'll come back to our model. So I'm going to add here leave balance. I can say leave. Do you need, or you can say leave applications. So that is our model. And for the leave application, we'll be having, so here I'll do public int, then I can say here ID, then we can say get set. So for the leave application, as you can see, this is a sample options that we've just provided. We can do here int leave type ID, then you can say, you can even have a string, say this is a leave type, so this will be leave type. Then you have number of days, so you can say here number of days. So number of days, this will be int, or you can do decimal. So let's just do that. So as we have this, then we can use it on our as a sample. So if you go to our employees view model, this one. So this is what we have here. So we'll just copy this, and here instead of now the sample model, we'll pick our leave application. So then you have the data. Then you can sample out some values here. So inside here, we'll have this. Then you can say this is our leave application. So you can do this. Then here, you can say our leave type. You say you applied for annual leave. Then you can say this is a number of days you've taken 15. Then our leave type, we can do sick leave. Number of days you've taken for sick leave is 3. You can do here leave type. So this is leave type. You can do here, can say here study leave. You've taken here number of days should be, so let's just zoom in. So number of days here, let's do 5. Then you can also have a leave type. You can do here, can say paternity leave. We've done here, let's just do here 15. Then you can also have another last one, say maternity leave. Then since we have this, we can have here number of days as 10. So these are just sample data, and we'll be feeding this data from an API. So don't worry how we are going to do that. So once we have that, I'm showing you how to add these particular graphs. So then we can now have our chart. So you can see here, you can have our chart, and you can have all that options. We have you can see, we have these particular options. So I want us to copy this particular chart here, and we can have it as so I'll just come here on our login page, our home page, I mean. Then here, I want us to add our graph. You remember this one was our grid. Then I want us to add this. Then on this particular section, I want us to say our grid.row. Here we are done 1, so this will be 2. Then our model is the home page. So we need to borrow the, so let's borrow the models here. So you see here they're adding this one as the model, but for us we'll be doing that. Then we say here view models. So where is it? So I want us to borrow our view models. So here we'll do employees. Let's do employees, then view models. So once we have the view models, then we can add our home page here. So we'll do here home page view model. Then this one, we can say this is our leave types, leave applications. Let's call it leave applications. Then once we have that, we need to ensure that we have this particular section. So we have that done. Then let's see. So if we come back here, you see our leave types is where is it? So we have leave type. Then you can have, we need to do padding. So we need to do padding. So this is so let's have it as a let's do this. Have it this way. So I'll do this. I'll remove this. I'll remove this. Then I can do this as 2. Then you can have that as let's do here 3. So then we need to close it somewhere here. So I'll close the vertical layout. So I think that's okay. So then we'll be having this as data. So binding will be data. Then I think that's okay. Then I don't know. Let's just add this here to have. So let's add this as our model. We'll be having this as home page. So let's relaunch our app and see. So I want us to see, we need to populate the graphs with data. And then, so you see the binding is data, and that data, you should get it from here. So let's see how that goes along. So if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, like the video, comment down below, and as we are going to do this particular video. So there we go. Let's see how our app looks like. So we can put a breakpoint here. We see we are going to hit there. You can see it's actually hitting there. So if we proceed, our data, you see it has some values. So, and if we click, you see you have the annual leave and the number of days. So if you proceed, we need to log in. So let's just come here, put in some values, and if we click OK, so we'll be controlling so that we just have the logged in details. So you see our graph is not displaying. So let's see what is the issue. So here we should actually bind this with the, you see it is binding the product, and so this is the number of days that we have on our model. So if we go to our leave application, this is the number of days that we should be having there. So we'll replace that with the number of days, and for the product we should also replace it with the leave type. So here I'll go to this particular section, and we can display this with the leave type. So as you can see, once we do that, then our graph is able to show. So you see, this is how our graph is showing. So I want us to put in some spacing. So this is our, so we can do here. And the reason we don't have that spacing, we need to add this row definition, another row. So then you have the row is 1, you can do here 0, then you can do this is 1, then you can do padding there. So you see, you can do here 10. So we now have our graph, and if you check, we have our leave applications, we have the annual leave, sick leave, study leave, and the paternity leave. Then we have this particular section that is actually showing us. So we can do away with this background color for the grid. I think it's confusing. So if we do that, then this is how our application looks like. So I think we are going to design this particular application so that we are able to use it and even interact with the API. So we also have the list, employees list, and we have the home page. So I'm going to stop there for today. If you are new to this channel and want to see how this goes along, subscribe, like the video, and see you in our next episode. Bye.